What's up, cinephiles? Welcome back to this plucky little vlog. It's the vlog they couldn't ban. Actually, it's the vlog they wouldn't ban. I had no interest in banning. This week, I want to talk about the new Pixar movie, Toy Story 4, in which Woody and the gang deal with a new owner and a new toy.
Everyone, Bonnie made a friend in class.
Oh, she's already making friends.
No, she literally made a new friend. I want you to meet Forky. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
He's a spork.
Yes, yeah, I know.
Toy Story 4 is by any measure a good film, and if you're looking for family entertainment or any sort of entertainment, you could do an awful lot worse. But here I find myself in an interesting position, almost a minority of one. I am considerably less enthusiastic than most other reviewers about this film, and as is traditional on these occasions, the simple existence of a dissentient opinion, quite aside from whatever specific arguments are being advanced, makes some people online very upset, or gleefully derisive, or some insincere mix of the two. I can only say that I admit to feeling a slight sense of disappointment and anticlimax about Toy Story 4, at least partly because I carried into it my memories of Toy Story 3, which had that staggering and triumphant sense of what we all yearn for in the cinema, a sense of an ending. Its glorious finality is what made it such a triumph in many ways, and I have to say, if this doesn't sound too absurd, Toy Story 4 kind of injures the integrity of the existing Toy Story trilogy. What happens is we've hit the reset button and we've kind of just gone back to the beginning. It's sort of a reincarnequel. The toys no longer have Andy as their owner, they have a new owner called Bonnie. And it's the same thing over again, the same sorts of storylines, the same character, the same personae, the same comedy stylings, the same thing. And of course that thing is an awful lot better than most of what's around in the cinema marketplace. So we can't sniff at that, we can't turn our noses up at that. We certainly can't turn our noses up at the wonderful animation. And it's amazing how blasé we've become about Pixar animation, the sort of spectacle which just 5 or 10 years ago would have had us hyperventilating with joy on the floor. So there's obviously that, but I have to admit to feeling a little bit whelmed by Toy Story 4. This week, Franco Zeffirelli died. Not my favourite director, although like everybody else, I respect what he did with his popularising 1960s production of Romeo and Juliet. But above everything, the news of his death gave me an incredible Proustian flashback to one of his credits that nobody really seems to talk about, namely Jesus of Nazareth on telly, starring Robert Powell as Jesus.
Stone her! Stone her!
Master, what should we do? This woman has been caught in the act of adultery. She should be punished according to the law. What do you say?
Answer, Master. We want to know your opinion.
Yes, tell us. Is it right to kill her?
He among you who is without sin, let him cast the first stone.
Like everything that Zeffirelli did on screen, Jesus of Nazareth now looks a little bit trad and a little bit mainstream and arguably exposed by everything that came along afterwards, by Monty Python's Life of Brian, by Scorsese's The Last Temptation, even by Mel Gibson's fantastically clumsy and heavy-handed The Passion of the Christ. But it strikes me that Zeffirelli just isn't getting the respect that he deserves for directing one of the biggest pieces of event television in history. In those days, only Alex Haley's Roots was a bigger deal. Zeffirelli directed what amounts to a 6-hour all-star drama about the life of Jesus, perhaps bearing comparison to Nicholas Ray's King of Kings. And he did so with enormous authority and aplomb. So perhaps now is the time for us to remember Franco Zeffirelli's small screen triumph.